What's up, YouTube? It's Johnny from 8-Bit Co-op, and I want to thank you for joining me here as I do a special requested video. People wanted to see what my my bolstered T3 build was, so we're gonna go ahead and go over that today. Okay, character screen. We're gonna start off with my no, sorry, I need attack mastery training. Okay, for this one, I put, of course, all my points into Grace. I took Sigmar's Shield, Sigmar's Vision, and Grief Sigmar. And these are what I use on my for my tags. I use Divine Fury, Emperor's Ward, and Grief Sigmar. I use this because that shield has saved me from getting ganked by Witch Elves many times before. Now, as far as tactics go, I did it again. You can put like Charged Fury up there if you're having trouble keeping your Righteous Fury up. Endless Guilt, I believe. I think you can put up there. I don't really use Endless Guilt, um, except for when I'm in big groups in T4. I wish you could put Fanaticism up there, but you can't because of the fact, or because when you get it. Let me step into the RVR lake and see, just to make sure. I don't want to give you guys bad information. Okay, so you cannot put. Okay, so you could put Charge Fury up there. I prefer Emperor's Ward. You could put Hasten Divinity. Now, a lot of people use Hasten Divinity. They like it. It does work. However, I would rather have the damage shield. Um, we'll go ahead and put this on just to see. You know, hopefully I'll get into a fight out here. But this is not the one I normally use. So those are my tactics. As far as my renown goes, defense, I put 10 points in the reflexes to get my parry up. I put 10 points into might. I put 4 points into disrupt and 4 points into weapon skill. I do that because I will try to get my strength as high as possible, my weapon skill as high as possible, because this is a parry build. I have my build set up to where I can, I parry when I'm, where is it? Right here. Right now, my base parry is 30%. When I Sigmar's shield, it goes up to 40, 45 maybe. Let me run up here and fight something, and I'll be able to better let you know what it is. But this is a parry heavy build. Disrupt is, I've soloed every class in this game except for Shaman and Squid Herder just because of the stupid tactics. I can't close range, but I've been able to solo Sworks and Maguses, fairly easily. I mean, you've seen videos where I'm fighting them, but let me go over here and fight this guy and see if I can get through my rotation. So you see what it goes to. So 40%. It goes up to 40%. And I could, in all honesty, go to my nerf buttons and change it to where this actually triggers before, but which is fine when I'm fighting. Like, this is set up as when I'm fighting people that like to run around a lot. I mean, this might even be better to get my parry up faster, or my parry up sooner. But this is how I have this set up. I always want to keep Sigmar's Shield. When I'm normally fighting, first thing I do, as I'm running towards the target, I'll throw my heal on myself. And when I come in, Sigmar's Shield is up. So I'm automatically hitting heals, from the damage they do to me, plus the healing hands. So that way I'm constantly having heals, and if things get hairy, I'll just use Sigmar's Radiance a couple times, and that is turn the tide of many fights. This is a lot of people say this is a really cheesy class to play because of that. Warrior Priest can get killed very easily. If you're not good and you don't know what you're doing, you will get hammered. I, on the other hand, I love this class. I played this class at launch, so I kind of know the ins and outs, the little intricacies. When I'm playing this, I normally run armor, just because, I mean, it's not a very tanky class, but that raises my armor up to 1700. That's really good for T3. I was working on getting all 21 talismans. You see, I started with my weapon, 21 wounds, 21 weapon skill. I gotta get these all up to 21. In the end, my strength is going to be, I think, 490 strength and 425 wounds. And I think, uh, did I? No, this is, okay, yeah, that has 21 strength in it. So here's the armor that I'm using for my appearance arm. Mantle of the Duelist Beast cost that fist room. I just like the look of this. He looks really I mean, he doesn't look, he looks like he's in like full plate armor, you know, well, not full plate armor, but it looks like he's in plate armor, and I like the Beast Source Cossack with that. That just looks beastly. I'm using the Faith is the hammer that I'm using, but I want to see something real quick. So do that. So that, see, I'm not really feeling, you know, I don't really see a difference in the auto attack speed. I mean, granted, I guess when I'm fighting, it's just, let's check on this mob. Let's see this mob. Let's see how this works. My regular attack, it shows up as this, I don't know, mauve color. Um, yeah, I'm not really seeing, whenever I critically hit. Now, is it critically hit with a regular attack? Anytime you critically hit an enemy, your auto attack speed. Okay. Let me see the eye. I believe there's an icon that's supposed to pop up on me when it happens. There we go. Yeah, it makes that chime sound. So I guess, yeah, that could be a way to increase your damage if you want to be more on the DPS side. That's really not bad, actually. I was hitting for 429, just regular weapon damage, so that's not bad at all. That is a viable tactic. That is something that you could do to increase your thing. If you want to, you can even use Prayer Righteous. I don't ever really use this unless there's another Warrior Priest. Then I'll use Prayer Devotion. But normally, I'm always running Absolution. Righteousness is, I don't know, I don't really run righteousness. It's not really, I don't know, just, the warrior priest prayers aren't as good as the Disciple of Cain's covenants. I just think they're way better, but this does get the job done. Okay, yeah, we don't, they took this one, so I can't go out there and fight anything. But, yeah, so we'll go over this again really quick. My rotation, purge, so it always, anytime I'm fighting an enemy and they have an enchantment, especially like marauders or shaman, this will go ahead and purge that from them, so I don't have to worry about it. And then, you know, of course, I keep my heals up at all times. I use this first because it increases the damage of all the rest of these abilities. So one could even argue I could put this in front of here and get that, but I really, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it. Because I've had people say that I should do that anyways, and I don't know, I just like having this up right away. But at any rate, so this is my nerf button setup, and it's taken me a while to get this to where the cooldowns are set up to where I have like no downtime on my attacks, so I'm constantly attacking. Finally, after months, I got it to where, I mean, I'm constantly attacking. There's even like during the global cooldowns, my character is doing something that's off cooldown. So it's a really good tactic. I figured out. It took me a while working out the numbers and getting the timing on everything just perfect. What else? I went over my talismans. I focused strength, and then wounds, and then weapon skill. So because I heal off the damage I do. Now this class is a great frontline healer, and that's what you got to remember. You're a healer. Normally, when there's a bunch of people and I'm running, I'm spamming Sigmar's Radiance. I come in and I'll pretty much just go through my first rotation, and then spam Sigmar Radiance so everybody else is getting splash heals. I'll throw my Divine Touch, even though it doesn't heal for a lot, but when you're fighting and you're constantly hitting people and you got your Sigmar Shield and everything up, I'm constantly going to be getting Righteous Fury, so I don't run out of Righteous Fury, even with Sigmar Shield on me. So it's a really good build for frontline if you play it like that. If you play it, I don't play it as like I'm gonna go in and do big damage and everything. I play it as I'm gonna go in right behind the tanks and start hitting on targets, and try to keep the targets off me because people love the focus warrior priests and especially melee ones because there's just so much hate for them. And but if I could stay behind a tank or another melee DPS, I can get in, squeeze a couple of shots off, and get my Sigmar's Radiance going. I can keep a group up, support heal a group fairly well. But at any rate, that's my build, that's my setup, that's my nerf button setup, my stat priorities, and yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for showing interest in my Warrior Priest build. I really appreciate it. It's been a while. Let me heal this dude right here because it looks like he could utilize some health. Yeah. At any rate, my name is 3rd Battalion, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.